It's his first time headlining International Fight Week since 2015. The first time he won a UFC title, the interim featherweight title of the world against Chad Mendes. What do you remember about that night, Conor?
Yeah, one of my most treasured moments inside the octagon. My first time tasting UFC gold. Great time. That's an interesting statistic. It's good to be back here in Las Vegas. It's good to be back here in the summer in July. You know, I'm ready.
Before you entered the UFC, you said that your dream was to be the world lightweight champion of the UFC, to have more money than you know what to do with, and to provide for your kids and grandchildren. So now what?
See, every time I do an interview with the journalists like yourself and whatnot, they always put this type of thing. You're so accomplished. You've done it all. You know, you're number one Forbes list and all this type of stuff. And I'm just like, I can't. I fed into it the last time. I relished in it. Now I've suffered a setback in the octagon. I'm hungry. So I'm back on the site is what I'm saying. I'm back on the building site. That's my mindset going into this.
You always approached losing very honestly, and it's given you fuel. So with this past loss, what were the stages of grief like afterwards? What were you thinking about, and how did you approach it?
Zero grief. Just an assessment of the tactics and the approach, and that's it. And then a correction, and that's what we've done.
Did you need that loss at this stage of your athletic development?
Yeah, setbacks, setbacks or a defeat, I like to say is the secret ingredient to success. It always launches me, sitting there up with all these accomplishments and whatnot. I would say it was a nice one. It was timed nice for me, to be honest.
The calf kicks, was too big of a deal made of them?
Not at all. The calf kicks were, the leg was destabilized. There was free shots given. There was a lot of freebies given in a lot of aspects of the last fight. There's nothing free getting given here, that's for sure.
Can you elaborate on that in terms of what you mean by freebies being given?
155 pounds on the scales, free shots in the octagon, free plugs out of pity, etc., etc. He's getting smoked.
Are calf kicks very difficult to train and practice? Being able to drill them without shin guards.
That was kind of where I had fell short, because shin pad to shin pad, it's almost like you're checking it. It's nothing, but it's not the case. You need to get the knee upwards and out. I've corrected it, so, and you're going to see on Saturday night.
What are some things that you feel give you a leg up in terms of training that perhaps you can afford and other fighters aren't able to?
Obviously, with financial freedom, I can acquire the best of the best regarding nutrition, strength training, and just look after my team. And that's it. I can do anything. Do anything I want on this planet.
What's the best purchase that you've ever made?
I would say my Lamborghini yacht. It's currently in Italy at the minute. It's ready for post-fight. So I'm actually going to have a bit of work to be done after this bout across the United States. And then I go to Italy. I'm going to christen my son in Italy with the family and some friends. And then I'm going to go and pick up my Lamborghini yacht. It's some vessel, so I'm very excited to get into it and rally it around. I look forward to setting records on it also.
Only 63 of them have been made, and you got proper number 12. Number 12 is yours.
63 of them in the world, which is to coincide with the year Lamborghini began. It's their first time entering the yacht industry. Mine is number 12, yes, and I'm very excited to get it.
So why do you consider that to be the best purchase in terms of anything you've ever bought?
Well, I'm very excited about it at the minute, I'm very excited about it. My guy in Italy, Giuseppe, who's like the CEO of the company, the Italian C Group, which I'm involved in, he's been sending me videos and whatnot of it. It had its sea trials. It's a missile. It's a missile in the water, and it's going to be good. 2 missiles rocking around. It's 4,000 brake horsepower, two engines, 2,000 brake horsepower engines. Lamborghini, all interior, the push button with the Lamborghini start. I'm excited about it.
Are they all the same color, or do you get to choose your own color?
You can pick your color. Of course, you pick your own color and interior. It's, you get the blueprint. Had it in my office, and I picked the interior and the colors and all and whatnot.
So what color did you choose?
It's the new Lamborghini green. I went with the green.
Is that like the very bright green that they've had before?
No, it's more like an army type matte green. It's a beautiful color. Verdigea is the name of it. Verdigea, I think, is the official name. But it's the new Lamborghini green. The yacht itself is modeled of the Cyan, the Lamborghini Cyan. So you know the lights and all and whatnot. Yeah.
Your family did not accompany you on this trip. Why is that?
It's it doesn't. The kids are getting a bit older now. It's a little bit to go from wanting to tear through a man's soul and rip his heart out of his chest and puck his head off his shoulders into the bleachers, and then come home and be cuddling with the kids and feeding them bottles and whatnot. It just doesn't. I just kept it away. It's been tough, but it's been good as well. Even when I think of things like rest day. Rest day when you're with the family is not necessarily rest day. You're with the kids. You're playing all day. This time I had my full rest, so when I went back into my training again, I was fully recuperated. So a couple of things like that, and I'm very excited now to meet up with him after the bout.
Were you too nice to Dustin before the last fight?
Yeah, it's just a bit. I just felt a bit of pity for the guy. I rescued them. Him and his little family. It's me who rescued them. So it is what it is. It's a different landscape now.
Before the last fight, I asked you about whether we were going to see the old Conor in the press conference with the bravado, the antics, and you said, I'm certainly a different man. I'm just me at any given time. Is that what we're going to see on Thursday, is just whatever you are that day?
Exactly. That is exactly how it is. The circumstances I'm wanting. I don't go in with nothing planned or anything. I'm going to embrace and see how we go. I'm excited to get back in front of the amount of fans that are going to be in attendance, and let's go.
Outcome aside, when you were in the cage in your previous fight, was it just as fun as your previous fights?
It was fun. A few of them kicks start sinking in. It wasn't so much fun, but I had a lot of fun. Of course, it's a great thrill. It's a great thrill inside the octagon. It's a highly addictive thrill.
What part of being an athlete would you say that you are addicted to?
You're just sharp in your mind. You're healthy in body. It's you look good in the mirror. Couple of things.
Is there one thing you do every single day where you feel like the day was incomplete if you didn't do it?
As in the day would be incomplete?
Yeah, like you'd feel like something was missing at the end of that day.
No, not really. No, I just live life. I don't really have like superstitions or things like this. I just do my thing, however I feel.
All right, Conor. Well, it's been 6 years since we last saw you at International Fight Week. Best of luck to you this weekend against Dustin Poirier at UFC 264.
Thank you so much. Thank you.